A KSL Sports presentation. Game Night Live kicks off now. Sponsored by UCCU.
Welcome to the house that Britton Covey built here at Timpview High School. A little shout out to our good friend Britton for this Region 7 battle as we kick off region play around the state between the Timpview Thunderbirds and the Springville Red Devils. Welcome to Game Night Live. Once again, Jeremiah Jensen with you, Stevens and Sylvester as always. And Sly, this is a fun one because we get into region play, and that means rivalries, and this is certainly one of those kind of games.
Oh, yeah. Anytime you get schools in close proximity, it's always a rivalry. Even if one school doesn't think so, it's always a rivalry. But this is true, man. We've covered both of these schools multiple times over the last few years, and they talk about each other often, man. So I'm very excited to see this game. These are two good football teams today, so we're going to have some good action.
Let's hit Timpview real quick. Obviously, Helam and Kasuga no longer here, but Carson Rasmussen transfers in and steps up at quarterback, led that great drive against Skyridge. This Timpview team just loaded with talent like they are every year.
Yeah, and for me, Carson Rasmussen, he's just got a talent of guys to throw the ball to. The Pula brothers and Jaron and Kenan, and he just spreads the ball out route. He's got a great arm, and so you're going to see some great passes today. And this offense is one of those score-quick offenses, so there should be a lot of points being scored in this today.
Timpview 1-2 on the season, a couple losses to Lone Peak and a California powerhouse. No shame in that. Still the front runners in 5A. Springville, they believe they are. So they can make a statement here tonight, Sly, that they're the front runners, that they're the team to beat here, and they also have plenty of talent to do that. But again, Springville's a team, Sly, every year. They play smash mouth football, and they always have those guys at the skill positions that can make big plays.
Yeah. And here, as I said, I think Springville's a balanced offense, so you're going to see a good mix of run and pass today, especially running back Max Harris. He does a great job of toting the football. But these are tough football teams. I think they pride themselves on being physical up front, especially in this rivalry atmosphere. You're going to get some good physical football today.
Let's pause here and enjoy the national anthem before we kick things off here between Timpview and Springville. Timpview student section has shown up tonight. They're ready for hunting season or construction season. I'm not sure which. And if you had to drive down here tonight, you know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of construction going on here in the state of Utah and everything else going on. So hopefully you made it here to the game tonight. If you did not, if you're at home, welcome to the broadcast. We're grateful to have you here. We hope this is a good one. A lot of history between these two teams and these two schools. A lot of great memorable matchups over the years. There's been some moments where Springville got the best of Timpview in the playoffs and vice versa. So can't wait to bring you the latest chapter in this Springville-Timpview rivalry.
Expecting to see a lot more Jason masks in the crowd tonight. With it being
you had
Friday
to bring that
13th.
up. It is Friday the 13th. Things could get really scary here tonight.
Really weird.
We will see. We have kickoff, and we are underway here at Timpview High School. A short kick fielded by the Red Devils. So the Springville offense will come out first. We're going to see Easton Levitt at quarterback tonight for Springville. And he's been playing well of late. 34-54 this season, 62% completion rate, 642 yards, passing 14 touchdowns. How about this? No interceptions for the senior, Easton Levitt.
That's the most important thing. Take care of the football, right? Make great decisions. Short passes, long passes, whatever you're doing, get the job done.
Levitt with a quick slant. It's caught by Drake Peterson for a decent gain on first down, about 6 or 7 yards to be exact. 31-yard line, so that's a gain of about 5 or 6.
And what I liked about that play is that's a quarterback option right there. You have he makes a decision at the line of scrimmage whether he wants to throw the hot slant or hand the ball off, because everybody else still ran the running play, but he made the decision that the slant route was there. And that's a safe throw. That's why he has 0 interceptions on the season.
2nd and 5.
Oh, that's a mistake.
Levitt goes down.
Brought down in the backfield by number 8,
Matthias Lasaw with the sack. The senior defensive lineman gets in there and takes down Levitt.
That'll bring up 3rd and 11.
Yeah, that was a miscommunication in the backfield there, and that play just did not get off. Good thing he didn't try to throw it there. That would have been intentional grounding.
That's the 3rd sack of the season for Lasaw. Big 3rd down here, 3rd and 10. Springville went backwards on that last play, trying to avoid a 3-and-out. Pick 6, just like that. Braxton Wilkerson with the pick and the 6. He finds the end zone, and just like that, the Timpview defense puts the Thunderbirds on the board.
Yeah, and that was Lisiate Valetti there. His first pass coming into the game. That was just perfectly read by the. That's film study.
Yeah.
He knew that was coming. He believed it, saw it, and he did it. Great reaction on the defense right there, but Valetti there, it's kind of telling. They knew exactly what was coming. You know, he didn't believe the defense would get there that fast, and that was a pick 6 all the way.
Perfect start for the Timpview Thunderbirds. They tack on the extra point.
Extra point is good, so it's 10:26 left in the first quarter. The score, Timpview.
And just like that, Timpview has a 7-0 lead. Here's the pick and a 6.
Yeah, some amazing job right there. Just getting that passing lane, making that happen. Yeah, there was no hesitation. He knew that was coming pre-snap. He believed that he did it, but Valetti still just threw it. That plays hard right there, because it's like, who's at fault right there? Does the quarterback not throw it? Does the receiver have to come more back to the football? It was definitely a screen, but the defender read that so well, the offensive lineman couldn't even get out there to block. So does the receiver have to come more back to the football? It's hard to determine right there, but that's film study. That corner knew exactly what play was coming. Great job by him. Well, 7-0 already, and Timpview has not taken the field offensively yet.
How will Springville respond? Let's find out right now. A short kick. Valetti has a chance to make up for with a nice return. He's not going to break away, but it's a decent return out past the 30-yard line. Springville will start this drive at their own 31-yard line. That's a tough one. It's interesting that Springville runs this 2-quarterback system.
Yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't look like Valetti does a lot of throwing. You know, more wildcat type of things. Easton Levitt does not seem like the most mobile quarterback, so that's kind of keeping your offense a little versatile. But when you do that, the defense knows who's that quarterback, so they know what to expect with film study. That's
Valetti, and like you say, a bit of a wildcat situation. He's going to run it.
Yeah, so
Springville does want to run the football.
that right there is very telling. It's just like baseball, right? You get a certain guy who's up at bat who can't hit it long, right? In Little League, everybody's like, oh, look who's up at bat. Let me scoot up. That's exactly what the defense does. They see Valetti in the game, and then they go more ISO on the outside to play tighter coverage to try to help out with the run. So that right there, with Valetti trying to throw in the ball, you have to understand that defenses understand that about you.
Levitt back in at quarterback for Springville. He's going to throw. He's taking a look deep. Tries to go over the top of the linebacker, and the coverage was excellent. That's Ken and Pula with terrific coverage. Pula, the Pula brothers, Kenan and Jaron, two of the best athletes in the state. They play both ways. They do different things. And boy, in that Skyridge game, both Pula brothers just came up huge, fueling that big comeback in the second half, down 29-14 to come back and win that game. And for those brothers to make those big plays was something to watch. Levitt, another shot. He's got him. Connects out to the 46-yard line. Again, his favorite target seems to be Drake Peterson. They've connected a couple times already. This one for a gain of about 16 yards. Right on the money.
Yeah, that's a hard route to throw. That's the deep out route right there. He makes it happen. Tried to force it into Ken and Pula the play before, but went right back to it with Drake Peterson right there and completed it. That might be a connection we'll see multiple times in this game, but great throw by Easton. Great catch there by Peterson.
Valetti back in at quarterback. He's going to run. Tries to get to the edge and does before he's wrapped up past the 51-yard line.
Great gain, great pickup, 6 yards right there. Great blocking by that offensive line. As we said, defenses understand what they're going to get when Valetti's back there at quarterback. It is Wildcat all the way, so they're stepping up. It's just a great read on that pick six early in that football game to know that that short pass was coming. But, yeah, they're definitely tightening up in the box right there when Valetti gets the football.
Valetti remains in the game at quarterback. He's going to keep again right up the middle, and he powers his way through behind that offensive line near the first down marker. We'll see if they give him the sticks here. Yep, they do. They're going to wave him forward for a first down. So Valetti getting some yards here, and Springville is in Timpview territory.
Yeah, they seem like they're moving. They're doing great play selection here. This is what they've been doing. As we said, we had a balanced attack with Easton Levitt at quarterback and then Valetti coming in the Wildcat package. And got to get Max Harris involved here soon.
Levitt passing.
Screen.
And Timpview blows it up.
Pass ball incomplete. To number 8,
Tuanaufahu was the intended receiver. So Levitt comes back out. Second down and 10. Lisiati Valetti back at quarterback.
It's a snap. It's good defense right there. Stops him right at the line of scrimmage.
So Sly, I'm curious, as a defender, how does the switch up at how challenging is the switch up at quarterback when it comes to defending? What is that? What challenge does that present you?
It depends. It depends on who's there. Honestly, it could be easier. It could be easier when you know what to expect. I know when Valetti's back there, what to expect.
Yeah.
Wildcat. That means our playbook shortens. There's only a couple plays that we play against Wildcat type of people. On the outside, we stay safe by keeping it ISO and make it an 8-man box. But if you have a 2-quarterback system where both quarterbacks are extremely versatile, they can both run and pass, that makes it difficult to do more study and understanding what their strengths are. You have to understand, why is that team going 2-quarterback system? Why Why are they putting them in this scenario? Is it 2nd down and 4 and they want to run wildcat, or they want to run screen, they want to run short passing game, or this is a quarterback with a big arm? So it really depends on the type of quarterbacks they have, but most of the time, when you run in a 2-quarterback system, you got one that's more athletic and you have another one with a big arm, so it actually makes it easier as a defender to know what to expect.
Illegal substitution on the kicking team. 5 yards from the previous spot, still 4th down.
Illegal substitution is called on Springville.
Shouldn't impact this too much as Springville's punting. Give them a little bit more room for their punter. Timpview's defense does a great job. They get the tip on the 3rd down pass, and now Springville's got to give it back. Catch is made on the punt. A dangerous returner here. Pula down the sideline. He's going to take it all the way. 90 yards for the touchdown, Kenan Pula. I see no flags.
Well, that's one way to do it. The coverage was bad. They did not get off of the blocks to get downfield and challenge the returner. It was actually a really good punt. It hung up there long enough for coverage to get down there, but Springville has to fight to get off the blocks to get down there. Otherwise, you might as well just punt it out of bounds. Just do a long line drive punting and hope it goes out of bounds, because Pula is very dangerous. We already know that coming in. And, yeah, he just did a great job of getting the edge. Timpview did a great job of getting their blocks.
So Timpview with a pick 6 on defense and a 85-yard punt return by Kenan Pula on special teams.
Yeah, look at this. It hangs up great. But you got to stay in your lanes. You got to get off blocks. There's got to be more want to.
He wasn't touched.
At all. And again, this offense still has not touched the field. And now they're up 14-0.
How about that?
Yeah, look at this. That's pretty good hang time. These guys got to get off these blocks. They got to fight harder to get off these blocks. I was always told special teams is an attitude thing. You got to want to do it. You got to want to get in position. When you got dangerous guys like Pula, like I had to prepare against guys like Antonio Brown, right? Like, he was my teammate, but like understanding the type of dangerous returner he was, you didn't want to give him no space. So you had to get off blocks. He's the same way. This guy is dangerous. Look at that, untouched. Great job blocking by Timpview on their special teams. But that's what you want. Make it easy on your offense. Complimentary football, right?
100%.
Yeah, as you said, this offense has not touched the field, and it's 14-0.
Officially an 83-yard punt return for a touchdown by Kenan Pula. Timpview leads 14-0. Springville on the return out to the 21-yard line. Springville reeling right now. This is not the start they hoped for or expected. They got to regroup here.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to get behind the ball this quick early. Yeah, it kind of puts you in a state of desperation with play calling and what you can do. You showed some promise the last offensive drive with being able to move the football. But as you can tell, these two plays, and the game is that much out of reach.
Springville wants to control the clock and go on long sustained drives. They'll try again here. They'd be thrilled with the fact that they've kept the Timpview offense off the field this long, but obviously not the score they want because of it.
Right. Yeah, very.
It's crazy. We could get through the first quarter without Timpview even taking an offensive snap. We'll see on this drive with Springville. That'd be something. We're halfway through the quarter. 6 minutes left to play. First quarter. Timpview up 14-0. Springville goes to the run game again. Nice run there. It's
good game.
Excellent game.
9 yards. Pick up this first down.
That's Zachary Olson with the carry for the Red Devils. Moves the chains. It's a first down for Springville.
Yeah, great run right there. Way to follow your blocks, let them set up and explode through there, picking up that first down. Extending this drive.
1st and 10 from their own 33. Levitt, handoff. Excellent run into the secondary. Past midfield, Max Harris. His first carry of the game is a dandy. 18 yards.
Great run right there. Great run, great vision. Way to escape. Great way to protect the football through the first 2 levels of the defense. Get to the upper field. Big gain. As you said, the last drive, they moved the ball effectively. They just stalled here around this area here. And then 2 plays is why they're behind the ball. They haven't even been able to give their defense an opportunity.
Right back to them. Just a couple this time. Max Harris with about 2 yards on the carry. Maybe, let's see where they officially spotted. Yeah, 48-yard line. 2nd down and 8. You see what Springville wants to do and can do. And up front, Timpview obviously is always good in the trenches, but Springville's a good match there. Yeah. This is just 2 big mistakes that have caused the deficit. We'll see if they fight back. Oh, nice job in the backfield. You had Isanaliai, the junior linebacker. 0 on the jersey. 0's in on the running back and brings him down for a loss of 1.
Yeah, great job.
Isanaliai's a playmaker.
Bringing pressure off the edge there, keeping it tight, not allowing Max Harris to get any room there, any breathing room. Gets the TFL, makes it 3rd down and long.
3:40 and counting. 3rd and long. Levitt with 2 backs with him in the backfield is going to throw.
Nice. Oh.
Overthrew his intended receiver. That was Jack Pickering, their team's leading receiver. Falls incomplete, and another Springville drive.
It's a nice route. It's a little China, a little slanting out. Double move right there. If he was able to catch that ball in stride, he could have turned it up there, picked up the necessary yards for the first down, but it was just off the mark with the pass. Now again, special teams is an attitude thing. Secondly, you don't punt to dangerous guys like Ken and Pula.
Let's see if they learn their lesson.
Oh, they punt to him again.
Pula
trying
to find a block.
Yeah.
There's a flag on the field. This is fun, but it's not going to matter.
Yeah, he's going to just go out of bounds. He saw the flag. He's like, I'm not going to waste my energy. Smart.
In fact, there's 3 flags on the field. I think 3 officials saw the same thing.
Yeah.
As you did watching. It was pretty obvious.
Yeah, and smart by him is normally people would still want to run it all the way back. But he's like, I saw what my guy did. I could have took this back to the house again.
I'll tell you what, Sly, if that doesn't happen, I think he had a chance.
Oh, for sure.
Of course, he has a chance every time he touches the ball, but it almost looked exactly the same.
If he didn't slow down, he only had 1 guy to beat.
Right.
And all he has to do is make an inside juke move right there, and that's another touchdown. I would not punt to him.
No, I'm kicking it out of bounds. There's no chance.
Lucky with the flag here.
I'm surprised they kicked it to him again.
Right. After seeing how easy it was on the other one, I would not even let him touch the football. I wouldn't even give him an opportunity for a catch.
Holding on the kicking team or kick return team. Penalties decline. We have a personal foul, blindside block on the return team. That penalty will be enforced half the distance to the goal line. First down.
Now, just as dangerous as Timpview's defense and special teams is, this offense is. And there's more than one Pulu on the field on offense. There's 2. Both of these guys have equal speed and effectiveness.
Yep, Cannon Pula number 3, Jaron Pula number 5. Both stars, both next level players. Just juniors this year.
Out to the 20-yard line, gain of 8 on the play.
They played in the state championship game as freshmen, along with Helaman and Kutsuga. What a team they had last year, Timpview.
Right.
What a team they had the year before in that incredible battle they had with Lehigh.
Right.
That
was good football.
What at the time was a 5A state championship. Lehigh's moved up to 6A.
What if he had twin boys that were just beasts?
It's a father's dream, huh?
Right?
And a mother, too, right? They must be proud, the Pula family. That's pretty cool. And what a great, to be able to do it with your brother, it's got to be a thrill as well.
Oh, for sure.
So
55 to the offense, 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Still second down.
Timpview suddenly hit with the penalty bug, as we've seen. Always seems to be a challenge with this team. They play aggressive, they play hard, they play violent. Sometimes it leads to penalties.
Great defensive stop there.
Our first chance to see this Timpview offense.
Yeah.
Carson Rasmussen is the quarterback for Timpview, a senior quarterback, a transfer from Pleasant Grove. And again, we got a flag.
Third down and 7 upcoming for Timpview.
Did it just fall out of a pocket or something?
Probably
He used
an
it
accident.
as a Kleenex? What?
It's like we used it so frequently the last few plays.
Just a reflex.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here.
Third and 7.
They ran a couple run plays the first few plays. Now let's see what they look like throwing the football. Single high safety. All the defenders at a level.
Rasmussen, clean pocket. Little late on the throw. Great defense on the play by Zach Henderson.
Great defense right there.
Timpview forced a punt.
As you said, it was late on the throw. He had, as you said, you got single high safety, and the single high safety didn't move with the quarterback's eyes. That's open. You got to lead the receiver and get him out there, but that ball was behind him, and it was a great challenge there by the defense. So great job of getting a 3 and out by this defense. Now you're playing the field position game. They punt the football to you. You could have a short field, 50 yards to go for a touchdown potentially.
Both teams get the right personnel in. Here we go. Punt gets away, and it's not a good one. Bounces at the 35 and ends up out at the 36-yard line. So that's where Springville will start this next drive at the Timpview 36-yard line. A perfect opportunity for Springville to get back in this game and to cut that lead in half.
And here's the thing, you don't got to be desperate. You don't feel like you have to throw the football. You were running the football well on them. That could lead to great play action game, right? You could do bootlegs out of this, sprint right options out of this and get the whole defense flowing and run those 9-7-3s. Somebody's going to come open on that, with that. So there's a lot of things you could do. And here we got Valetti back at quarterback, so defensive mentality, I scoot up.
Valetti keeps, no shock there, but he's wrapped up.
Yeah.
The Timpview defense busts into the backfield and takes him down. Number 30, number 8 on the tackle, Malaki Lasaw and Duncan Strong.
Yeah, as I said, it makes it easier on the defense, honestly, with the 2 quarterback system. I know what I'm getting with Valetti.
Yeah.
Right? I know they're going to pull. I find out which guy they're pulling, and then I just go after and get it. You can shrink this down to an 8 to almost a 9-man box, and you just go get it. All right, I have my corners cheating on the inside. Look at the corner here. Look at the right corner here, how inside he is on his receiver.
3-yard loss, 2nd and 13. Valetti, direct snap. Gets back to the 35, which is just 1 yard ahead of the original line of scrimmage, gain of 4. So another 3rd down and long for Springville. 3rd down has not been their friend. They may just let this clock expire here in the first quarter, under 10 seconds. Play clock's at 15, so they do not have to snap. And that's exactly what they do. First half is in the books here on Game Night Live. Timpview, thanks to a pick 6 and a punt return for a touchdown, by Ken and Pula lead 14-0 over Springville. We'll take a break. Second quarter action after this.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
Moving mountains takes more than muscle. It takes commitment through the comfortable, the uncomfortable, the starts, the stops, the sunny days, the stormy days. Here at Salt Lake Running Company, rain or shine, we've got you. We are here to help you keep moving forward. Locally owned, locally operated since 1995. SLRC offers free custom shoe fittings, rewards, training groups, races, free events, seminars, and clinics. Visit us in store or online today at slrc.com.
Beautiful night for high school football. We're so blessed every Friday night to be at a different stadium across the Wasatch Front and other places along the state, and to see a setting like this, see those mountains in the background. No better place to live than Utah. Here we go, 3rd and long from the 35. Handoff sneaks up to about the 30, but that's not going to get it done for a first down. We'll see a 4th down try here. Max Harris with the carry. At least I think we'll see a 4th down try. Even if you're conservative, there's no reason not to here.
Yeah, put Easton Levitt back in the game. Him and Max Harris in the backfield. You can do a nice little short route, stick route here, or out route.
Snap, Levitt over the middle. Incomplete, great defense, no flags.
That's the hard part about that, is the defense can be extra physical. And that's what happened on that. It's a 5-yard. Within 5 yards, I can press the crap out of these guys.
That's Taimani Tellis Spencer, by the way, with the coverage. Great job.
And that's exactly what he did there. So it's extremely hard to get off those short routes. You know, the receiver has to do a great job of setting the defender up by going outside and then coming back inside. And the only penalty you're going to get is holding. So with those short routes, which I know that was the game plan right there. You could do an out route, you could do a stick route, you could do a slant route, which is what they want to do. They did a combo route right there. But with those short routes offensively, you have to understand that the defense can be extra physical with that because they know you only need 4 yards.
1st and 10, Timpview. Carson Rasmussen over the middle. Catch is made to the 40. Taken down there. That should move the chains. Number 21 with the catch. Abraham Ogata.
Way to stick in there. Rasmussen takes a blow.
Yeah, Reed Deedy delivered the hit. You're going to get hit over the middle. He was ready for it. Nice tackle, nice catch. 1st and 10, Timpview. Out to the 40-yard line now. Rasmussen going to give it. The run, another big hit. Zachary Olsen with the hit.
I said this is a fast-paced, no-huddle offense. Defensively, you have to be ready to go at any instance. They will hike this ball. They do all of their offense at the line of scrimmage. They just keep it going.
Rasmussen throws to his right. Catch is made. Can't make the tackle. Out past the 45 down to the 44. They're going to mark it right at the 45. Nice catch by Dennis Tuaoni. That's a freshman making that catch. Freshman wide receiver Dennis Tuaoni.
Great job right there. Catching a ball and then making an open field play right there. Making the defender miss, getting those extra yards. They got talent all over the field here. And again, no huddle. Seeing what Springville lines up to. And then adjusts.
1st and 10 from the Springville 45-yard line. Carson Rasmussen is going to run it right up the middle. Nice tackle made. Tua Nafahu. with a nice stop. Otherwise, Rasmussen has a lot more green in front of him.
It's a great play call. I actually like that offensive play call right there. I just felt like Rasmussen went a little late in that draw. You spread everybody out, get the defense thinking wide, and that middle comes wide open. But great job by Springville at getting off the blocks and making the tackle before it was anything. Change the play at the line of scrimmage. Oh, false start.
Oh. Rasmussen running again. Rasmussen into the secondary, down to the 30-yard line. No flags, first down.
That left tackle was awfully quick.
He got away with it.
Yep.
Chains move, 9:15 to play in the quarter.
So quick, the ref didn't even see it.
Now Timpview's offense is finding a rhythm.
Yes.
Just their second offensive drive of the game with 9 minutes left here in the second quarter. Rasmussen throws out, dropped.
Zedekiah Ambrosio drops this ball right here. It's a great throw, first of all. Rasmussen throws it right on the money. Ambrosio drops it. But this offense is dynamic. They are in attack mode every play. I love tempo offenses like this. It keeps the defense on the heels. You never know what they can do. They can slow it down if they want.
Rasmussen, Springville bringing some pressure. He's going to escape. And he gets out of bounds. No, he's fighting still. He stays inbounds. That Springville defense eventually takes him down. I'm going to give him a couple yards on the carry. A lot of running, but just 2-yard gain.
Yeah, he is awfully quick.
Actually, going to give him 5 yards on the carry. So the ball will be placed at the 25-yard line. Big play here for Springville. They want to get off the field here. Timpview.
Yep.
Rasmussen throws outside. The catch is made. Springville's defense is there. Can they stretch him out? They can. They get him out of bounds.
May lose a couple yards.
He loses a yard, so we got a TFL there.
Great job by that defense.
As Zedekiah Anahu Ambrosio made the catch, but that defense, a group effort, is able to get him out of bounds. A loss of a yard. Do we have a flag on the field over there?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Face mask offensively. Something.
Foul, face mask, number 6 of the defense. We're going half the distance to the goal line. The result will be a first down.
Sly. This Springville team.
That was huge.
Just keeps shooting themselves in the foot. Another big mistake. You've got him out of bounds.
You're actually doing well on defense.
You are. And you get him out of bounds on a third down stop. They're looking at 4th and 5. Probably would have went for it, but now you give him a gift.
Yeah, that's hard. And the thing is you didn't have to. You could have literally pushed him out of bounds. Mm-hmm. He was going out of bounds. You didn't even have to tackle him.
New set of downs for the Thunderbirds from their own 10. Handoff. Fighting into the end zone.
Out of bounds at the 1.
They're going to call him short. His body went in the end zone. He came up short. Soakai Aston with the carry.
Great run, tough run right there. As you said, those penalties make it extremely easy. They're all the way down at the 1, 1st and goal. Just making it easy here. This is Timpview all day. This is power run game right here, QB run game. Just hand it off. You don't want to do a Malcolm Butler, New England, Seattle play at the goal line.
Aston again, he's short. Springville. Stout up front.
Gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Gets the stop. But Timpview's got 3 more tries.
Yes, they do. Oh, loss of 1. They lost a yard, so they're back at the 2-yard line and got a little bit more breathing room here. Great job. The Springville defense, as I said, they're doing extremely well. They've only shot themselves in the foot with that penalty. Otherwise, they've done really well against the Timpview offense.
If you just joined us, you're looking at the scoreboard and you're thinking, wow, this Timpview offense has been going up and down the field. No, that is not the case. This would be the first offensive touchdown of the game. We have a pick six by the Timpview defense and a Timpview punt return for a touchdown by Ken Pula. That accounts for that 14-0 you see on the screen. And Timpview knocking on the door now. But the Springville defense has done a great job. They've just, those two mistakes, one on offense, one on special teams, and of course that face mask on defense there is the third mistake. And every mistake is setting up a Timpview touchdown.
Right. And there's things you live with and there's things you don't, you know, in games like this against your rivals, against, you know, top tier opponents, you need every play, right? You need the small things. It's the details. That's what all the great coaches talk about. It's talk about the details. That's what's going to set you apart. Springfield's done a great job. As you said, coming into this game at 3-1, you know, going against a region rival here, and you're going to need every play. You're going to need those special teams plays. You're going to need those non-interception turnovers on offense that lead to points by the defense. You're going to need big stops on defense without hurting yourself with penalties. And all of those things have happened here in this first half, unfortunately. But this is a good Springville team. They got to keep at it, and this game is not out of reach yet.
6:57 left in the half. Second and goal from the 2 for Timpview. They load up. They bring in Jumbo. They're going to run it in to the end zone for a touchdown. And they go to Isa Naleai, who had a sack earlier, and now he's got a touchdown. And the Thunderbirds are rolling here tonight at home.
That's just big boy football. He had so many blockers right there. He could have went through multiple holes. It's a great job by Naleai, waiting for his blocks to set up and really just walking in. I mean, it was almost like the 85 Bears where the fridge got into the football game. You know what's coming. But can you stop it?
Extra point is good. Timpview leads 21-0 here on Game Night Live.
Yeah, everybody knew this was coming. It's big boy football, but there's just nothing you could do. Great job by Timpview at blocking that up.
Little Penn State action there. A lot of big bodies leading the way, and Naleai walks in. Springville's in a tough spot. They were underdogs coming in here tonight. There's no doubt about that on the road, but did not expect 21-0, especially the way it's happened. Let's see how mentally tough they are. They're going to have to pick themselves up off the mat here and continue to fight. Timpview will kick off from the 40-yard line. For Springville's offense, they've just got to get something positive. Some points here would be huge. It's been tough tonight against that defense of Timpview, who is very good. Their defense has been terrific all year.
Oh, yeah.
They've played some big-time opponents. I don't think anyone has a more difficult schedule in 5A. You got to play Sky Ridge and Lone Peak. You play a California Power. They had a game against rival Provo scheduled, but the unfortunate social media incident caused that game to be canceled. Some online threats. It's a shame that game wasn't able to be played, but it wasn't. So Timpview is only playing game number 4 while the rest of the state plays game number 5 tonight.
Just a little fresh.
Here we go. Springville trying to get something going here, trying to find some momentum. Go to the run game. Ooh, they clean up really fast. Timpview does.
And that's what stinks too about the mistakes. You know, you're giving the other team energy. Like, this was just sheer aggression by Timpview and pursuit. You just give them the energy to make plays that they weren't making before. They're not cautious. As I said, when you get up 21-0, the defense is like, great, I get to pin my ears back. I have the opportunity to make mistakes. Okay, I make mistakes. Say you get 7 points. So what? I'm still up 21-7. You know, and so it just makes things easier on the defense. That's why you got to play a balanced game.
Levitt throwing out. Diving catch is made. Nice catch by Jack Pickering.
He's
short of the
these
sticks, but a great catch.
He's sailing these passes a bit. He's overthrowing them a little bit. He's got to hit him more on the numbers there. He's got the arm for it. He's got to get that accuracy down.
Great job by Pickering. Great angle from our camera crew on the sideline. We got Jack Grimm down there. Shout out to Jack on the nice shot there.
Timeout.
Timpview takes the timeout with 5:36 to play in the first quarter, second quarter. So will we. Timpview leads in this Region 7 opener 21-0.
At UCCU, we've learned that people prefer more. And not just more, but a lot more. That's why UCCU created Elevated Checking. Elevated provides everything you'd expect from the best checking account anywhere and more. A lot more. Like loan discounts, overdraft forgiveness, and free ATMs nationwide. Just visit uccu.com
and elevate your checking.
Third down. Springville goes to the ground. Stops short of the marker. Great job by the Timpview defense, and Springville will be forced to punt.
And this is a guy you don't want to punt to. Yeah, that's tough. As I said, man, you got to understand what your defense is giving you. Timpview is extremely aggressive. They're up 21-0. They are extremely confident. They've scored on all three phases. And so they're going to play your third and short really tough. You got to throw a play action in there or throw a wrinkle somewhere. High and short. Great bounce.
Good news for Springville is Pula didn't touch it. So mission accomplished no matter where it is. But that's a best case scenario on that punt for Springville. So Timpview will take over at their own 37-yard line. Sorry, 32-yard line. As they officially place the ball in the field. 4:47 to play. Remember, Timpview gets the ball to start the second half, so this could be a big bonus for the Thunderbirds to get a score here before the end of the half and then get the ball back to open the second half.
You got something going with the QB run game. They loosen up the defense. Call another timeout.
Delay a game.
What, delay a game out of the
Penalty, previous spot, still first down.
out of the transition? Ooh.
Not good.
Yeah.
So a Timpview mistake. They haven't had many yet, if any. I'll mark them back 5 to start this drive. First and 15. Rasmussen. That was a quick toss to the running back, and that defense comes up big there. The Springville defense played well so far tonight. Great pursuit. They bring down Aston in the backfield. No gain.
Good job there by Pickering at stopping the outside flow of the offense there.
In fact, they lost 5 yards on that play.
Yeah, that was a big
Second
loss.
and 20 now.
Wow, just a flag that was thrown here. What's that? Something against Springville.
Good ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 6 to the defense.
Oh.
15-yard penalty, still going to be second down.
That's 2 big penalties on Pickering.
Yeah, it is. Oh, that's huge. Oh, my gosh.
15-yarder.
Oh, that's brutal. I mean, you got him losing 5 yards on the delay game, losing 6 yards on that. And then you get a 15-yard penalty and give it all back. That's just brutal. It's 3rd and 5. Second down. All right. Second down and 5. Oh, it's going to be long into the second quarter. Things were flowing just fine a second ago. Here we go.
All right, let's go. Let's play some football. Rasmussen takes a shot deep. Too much mustard. Not even close.
Great defense right there.
He was right there with him. Even if it was a well-thrown ball, I'm not sure the window was there. Took a deep shot, wasn't open. They'll move on to the next. 3rd down and 5 for Timpview. On a 2nd and 5, you take that chance.
Yeah, you do. It's a shot play. I mean, as I said, the running game has been extremely effective. They could just do QB power here, which is what I think they'll do. Fake with the running back and have the running back be a lead blocker. Oh, no, they didn't get in neutral zone.
No whistle, no flag. Play on. Down to 10 seconds on the play clock. Timpview's got to hustle. Down to 5. Rasmussen's trying to get him to snap the ball, and they do. Up the middle, wide open grass. Easy money, 1st down and 10 for Timpview. They get past midfield down to the Springville 48. Great job by Rasmussen, reading the defense, seeing plenty of room to run, and makes it look easy all the way across midfield and into Springville territory. We have the flag come in late. Carry by number 22, Chevis Gregory.
Holding on the offense, number 55.
That'll mark him back.
Yeah, well.
He'll place it at the 44.
Spot foul.
So a loss of
8 yards.
8 yards.
See here, we'll see if Rasmussen opens this up with his arm. It's 1st and 15 here, or 1st and 17.
He will. He's in the pocket now. He's flushed out. Can't get rid of it. Nice play.
Great defense.
Number 28 for Springville, Trayton Harris. Gets to him and knocks the ball away.
What's crazy is he came open early, but he slowed down and stopped. If he would have just kept going off the line of scrimmage, he probably would have got the sack. But here nor there, great job forcing Rasmussen out of the pocket and then hitting that throwing arm, knocking that ball loose. Empty formation here. Spreading this defense out. Did good. I think the defense is looking for the QB run game, so watch the short pass game here.
2nd and 18. Rasmussen takes a deep shot. He's open. Can't get to it. Close. Tua Oni, the freshman, was the intended receiver.
Yeah, this play design is great. The outside receiver runs a short route, slant route, and the inside receiver, because he essentially has a two-way go, it's really hard on the inside nickel defender to guard that. So that's what they do. They see at the line of scrimmage, are they in man? Are they in zone? Do I have an advantage? And so that slot receiver takes a two-way go, but takes the outside route and has it all day. Great play design. They just missed on the connection.
3:31 left here in the half.
Yeah, I'd say this has been a long.
The officials are discussing something, and now they're going to. What are we doing? Got a timeout?
No, they got to do something. I think it's probably bringing the coaches out and talking about some kind of trash talk that's going on.
Uh-oh.
Got to straighten things out.
Not the first time this year we've seen this.
Get your players under control. Just a couple weeks at Lehigh, we saw this at Bingham, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, and this is something you never want to see, is we had a situation there where a player was ejected for using a racial slur.
Right.
This zero tolerance.
As there should be.
I hope that's not what we have here, and we just have some back and forth. We had a 15-yard penalty a moment ago for something. Mm-hmm. And, this is a region rivalry. A lot of these kids live around each other, and they know each other, and the coaches are going to bring both teams in and have a talk.
Yeah, get it straight. Get these coaches. I like the refs taking control. It's like, look, I don't want to penalize you guys, but I do have to get this under control. I don't want this to affect the game. This can be very clean, but play football, nothing else. That's what they're doing here. So coaches getting their players under control. Back at it in this football game.
Coach Valetti, Springville. Coach Donnie Atawaya at Timpview. Both have won a lot of games.
Mm-hmm.
Valetti's 20-6 as the head coach at Springville. And Donnie Atawaya is 22-7. Rasmussen. Catch is made. Tackle is made. Great pursuit by Springville. They come up and get it done. Valetti with the tackle. And he had help. And it's 4th down.
This is a great man coverage football team here. They're staying on top of their coverage. They are relentless in pursuit. As you said, great pursuit by this defense, play after play after play. And that's allowing them to knock out this team. This is a great defensive performance from these guys. They just had penalties that have put them in compromising positions.
Tua now Fahu also in on that tackle. Another whistle.
It's a legal substitution.
Before the snap, we have substitution infraction on the defense, 12 men on the field. 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
Wow.
That's going to make a coach so angry. Game 5 and you still have special team substitution errors.
I mean, that was interesting. Now they had 2 returners back. Right, Valetti came in. I don't think he substituted for the guy that he was supposed to exchange for.
Timpview with the punt. This is a much better punt. Deep and high. And it takes a Timpview bounce, and they're going to down it at the 5-yard line. Great job by Timpview special teams. And another moment of adversity for the Springville team. Down 21-0, and they're staring at a 95-yard drive to get points before the half. See the frustration with Valetti. He knew as soon as he saw it bounce. They'll move on to the next play. The Springville offense trying to get something going. They've had moments, but they cannot sustain drives. Have not been in the red zone tonight. They've actually outgained Timpview's offense in this game, but they don't have the points to show for it.
Great 5-yard, 4-yard pickup. Pick up some breathing room. Not bad, not bad. Now you got 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Again, Timpview gets the ball in the 3rd quarter. You're going to want to show something. You need some kind of momentum heading into the 3rd quarter. Your defense is playing outstanding. You're playing outstanding defense against this great Timpview offense. But you got to have some kind of momentum going into halftime. Oh, wow.
Intercepted.
Oh, wow.
Picked off. Number 26 for Timpview. For the second time tonight, Braxton Wilkerson with the interception.
That's not the momentum I was talking about.
No.
Braxton Wilkerson doing a great job, but again, he's 11. He's got a good arm, but his accuracy is all over the place. It's short, it's high, it's out of reach of the defenders. There, you got to have we talk about it all the time, pre-snap reading capabilities. Look how many defenders are over there compared to your one receiver.
He stared it down.
That is not where you want to go.
Yeah, he locked in there. He was locked in on that receiver.
And Wilkerson's a great defender right there, extremely athletic. That's on the scouting report. You have to know, can I challenge this guy?
Rasmussen to the end zone. Caught.
Great
no,
defense.
jarred loose.
Great defense.
Great defense in the secondary. It looked like
Drake Peterson.
Kenan Pula was going to have a touchdown, but Drake Peterson, number 7, comes up with a stop.
This is a great throw by Rasmussen. Great route by Pula, but outstanding defense. Watch the recovery angle here by Drake Peterson. Great job right there at getting your hand in the breadbasket, knocking that ball loose against a dynamic threat in Pula. Great defense right there all the way around. Technique was superb.
2 minutes, Rasmussen. Play action, running into the end zone for the touchdown. Carson Rasmussen. Into the end zone for the touchdown. And the Thunderbirds continue to roll.
Into the track. He did one of the Shaq falls right there. He took a fall in class right there. He got pushed all the way to the track. Did a great job of getting his arms and face out of the mix right there. It's kind of what you do when you wreck your motorcycle or your four-wheeler. Make sure your limbs don't get in the way. Just slide on your chest. You got a shoulder pass for that. But great run, great play design. As I said, the QB run game is definitely effective for Timpview, as it was here. Great touchdown by Rasmussen.
The extra point is good after the 16-yard touchdown run by Carson Rasmussen. 28-0 Timpview.
Follow those blockers. You got an athletic puller and Isaiah Hinselwood. He's coming around that edge extremely fast. He's head hunting. He's looking for somebody to hit. That is who you want lead blocking for you. So QB run game, they're going to run a lot with a left tackle pool around the other side because that is who you want as your lead blocker. I wouldn't be surprised if they make him some kind of fullback in the power game, in the short yardage game. One, he's fast, he's extremely athletic, and he's looking to hit somebody. So great job, great play design right there, great execution off of the turnover. Points off of turnovers, and it's 28-0.
Also a nice block at the receiver position by Kenan Pula. Allowed the edge to be free for Carson Rasmussen. $28-0 Timpview. They can return it. Oh, they botched the exchange on the reverse.
Yeah, I think they're trying too hard to get the ball to Villetti.
Yeah.
You can tell it as a defense, as an opponent. I would be able to tell they're trying extremely hard to get the ball to Villetti. And you can see they've been struggling with it. As far as the first interception for a touchdown, that fumbled snap right there, the penalty on the punt back there is because he checked in the game, didn't tell the other people to get off, a substitution infraction. It's a very, very hard road. Villetti going both ways, extremely tired, but he is dynamic. Just got to have a good balance.
Run on first down for Springville.
These kids are looking to break this bar over here. That is a safety hazard. They got security over here for that. They got me worried up here. So you know I'm getting older. I don't take the risks that I used to.
None of us do.
Look at them on this bar here. They're going to break that
They
thing.
have no fear.
No fear. No fear. Somebody's going to face plant something.
It's a tough group. They're wearing camouflage. They'll be fine.
But again, we got Timpview coming out here. They get the ball at the half, too, as well. This half isn't over. They could get a quick stop here, either another turnover, another 3 and out. They got 2 timeouts or 1 timeout left.
Taking a deep shot.
Nice. Oh, great catch.
Did he bring it in? No, he cannot hold on. What an effort, though, by Drake Peterson.
Look at this. All you got to do is hang. This is the one you want to hang up. You got your post safety all the way out there. All you got to do is make sure your receiver beats the corner. You got the edge. You want to hang this up. Either way, that was a great pass catch. They just didn't connect on it. Just a little outstretched by him. But that's the one you want to hang up and have him run under, because the post safety didn't move. While you were looking at it, the post safety didn't move. You can put that in that front outshirt pocket.
Catch is made. The defense is there.
Great job.
It's a first down.
First down. Great passing catch. Again, this is hard. As we said, Levitt has an arm. Easton Levitt has an arm. He could throw those balls. He's got to work on that accuracy. But again, you can see who the dynamic player is on this football team in Drake Peterson, defensively and offensively. You see they're trying to get him the football. But Easton Levitt has an arm. He can get the job done with his arm.
1:15 left in the half. Levitt over the top. Oh, what a catch, but he's out of bounds. Ooh. What an effort
it was
by Reed Deedy. It's like his brother Walker. He almost brought that in, but
that was great.
Just a little too far off the sideline. But that was an amazing effort.
It's a little contact, too, by the defense, but I think the pass led him out of bounds right there.
If I was a quarterback, I'd look to him more often. That's a big, nice target, and he showed he's got good hands.
Yeah, he's definitely substantially bigger than the DB. It's what you want to do. You want to take advantage of mismatches. Post-game mismatches, and that's just practice right there. And building that chemistry and relationship.
Levitt passing outside. He went right to him. He heard something up here in the booth.
He heard you, but we're going to call something.
We do have a flag. Deedy has the catch for now.
Looks like offensive pass interference right there. Might be a push-off by Reed Deedy or a hold on the defense. Not sure which one it is. Looks like it's going against Timpview. Oh, yeah, Timpview holding on the defense.
10-yard penalty from previous spot. Result will be first down.
Well, they're going against Wilkerson, who has the 2 interceptions here in this first half, but you have a substantial mismatch, right, with Deedy. Deedy is 6'4", looks like. A great receiver, great hands, rangy. Just got to get him the football. But coming out of his break right there, the DB was holding him. He got 1 minute left on the clock.
Levitt throws again quickly. A little too high and incomplete.
Yeah, he's got to work on that accuracy. Guys to get that down.
2nd and 10. Only 4 seconds comes off the clock.
This is good. I mean, the whole second half is going to be like this anyway for Springville. So they're just getting ready. It was like, we got to throw the ball. Easton, you got to have throw the ball at least 15 to 20 times here in the second half. So warm that arm up, build that confidence, and let's go get it. Trap play here. Doesn't get much. Actually, 3rd and long. Thought they could catch the defense slipping. They've been throwing pass. Got the defense thinking you could do that again, so they run the trap, but the defense are on their P's and Q's. And they take a timeout here to get their offense the ball back. Because look, you stop Springville right here. They have to punt the ball. Guess who's your punt returner?
Mm-hmm.
He can get you the ball. If not, in the end zone, great field position. So they're giving themselves more opportunities to score here and possibly go into this locker room with another score with the ball in that third quarter. So great strategy here by Timpview. Let's see how they finish up. They got no more timeouts, so if I was Springville, I would run the football right here so the clock keeps running. I got that pistol action. That's what it looks like.
Had a lot of procedural timeouts here. This half was cruising along.
It's been
until
the
this
longest
drive.
5 minutes of a football game.
Really? I mean, geez.
It was 4 minutes and like 35 seconds when all this stuff started going on.
All right, back to some football. 3rd and 9. Levitt takes the snap. Uh-oh, trouble. Gets it off, almost intercepted. And we got trouble. Something happened there.
Did he hit him?
I didn't see the whole play. I was looking in the backfield to sort that all out, and then I see something happen there, and the flag goes in.
I mean, the ball was
What in
the
the world
air.
happened there?
I thought the defender clipped him, but I don't think it was. I thought it was accidental.
Ooh.
Because
Number 0 of the defense. Illegal hit on a defenseless player.
Yep.
15 yards from the previous spot.
I need to see
Result
that
will
again.
be down.
Hopefully we got a replay of that so we can sort it out.
I don't think he tried to hit him.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was gnarly. Never
He's
mind.
not, something's. Yeah, he's not.
Yeah, that's one of those receivers
Not
coming
going to
across the
speculate
middle.
on the injury, but you could tell it was serious because
Yes, it
his
was.
body went motionless in the air.
That was not clean.
We hate to see it. Reed Dede on the ground. We'll hope for the best here. Take a break. We'll come back with the final 46 seconds of this half.
Your car carries you and those you love through the days and years. It deserves the best care you can give it. At Burt Brothers, we can help with that. We've been doing it better than anyone else since 1991, and we'll keep doing it to get you through all the important moments on life's roads. Because cars are more than how we get from here to there, they're how we get from there to here. Find your nearest store and discover special offers at burtbrothers.com.
Feeling hurt? Uncomfortable standing, walking, or running? Salt Lake Running Company offers free custom shoe fittings. With an assortment of functional footwear and inserts, we've got solutions to help you have your best workout, work day, or work escape. For over 25 years, SLRC's award-winning customer service has helped people find the perfect personalized fit that keeps them comfortably moving. Visit us at one of our locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com today.
Well, it's a good sign that Reed Dede is up and walking off on his own power, but got nicked up there. We hope he's okay. Hope he gets back in the game. You never want to see a play that looks like that. Back to the action. Levitt. Too much juice.
He's sailing these throws.
Pass holding complete intended for number
So 2nd and 10 for Springville. Plenty of time here, 40 seconds to try to make something happen. Springville desperate for some type of momentum. Timpview will get the ball first to start the second half. So this is key here for them to get some points, something positive before they go to the locker room. Levitt, trouble coming. He's going to go down. The ball's loose. Picked up, scooped up. Isanaliai. Scoop and score. "40 yards. But we have some penalties. I believe it was after he crossed the goal line.
That's going to be on Timpview.
Yeah.
They're going to call it before that. There was a Springville player that was on the ground. I believe he got pushed in the back. So you're going to get a block in the back on the return team.
Yeah, players getting chewed out on the sideline right now.
Yeah, because they just
He
took
made a
points off the
big
board.
mistake.
You just took points off the board.
Oh,
And you don't want
We've got block in the back. What number? On the return team. 10-yard penalty. First down.
you're right. It erases the score, and
completely unnecessary.
oh boy,
Completely unnecessary.
your defense makes a great play here. Strip sack. Naliai's walking to the end zone, and then you're not going to see it in frame. We'll have a better angle here.
Completely unnecessary. Great job by this defense. Turnover. 3 turnovers in this first half. Yeah.
Back to the action. Rasmussen takes a shot to the end zone over the top. Incomplete.
Intended for Kenan Pula.
Such a great play by the Timpview defense. It's a shame that they made that mistake.
Because they could potentially
On their end, because
Springville defense is playing pretty good. They could potentially not get any points.
Right.
You know, to end this half. That is, yeah.
It's a big mistake.
Yes, it was. I would be extremely heated if I was Coach Atuaya.
Rasmussen looking deep. Now he's going to run. Gets to the out of bounds to stop the clock at 18 seconds. It'll be 3rd down.
This defense has been playing pretty well. As I said, they could stop this offense and not get any points out of it.
That'd be a huge victory for
Yeah,
Springville.
I mean, you look at this. What do they only have? They have 1 offensive touchdown, right?
Yes.
Or 2. It's 2. They got 2 because they got points off of the turnover.
Correct.
Is what they got. But essentially, their offense has not killed you.
Yeah, we have the Naliai 1-yard run and the Rasmussen touchdown run from 16 yards.
Right.
And another stop and play, false start. If I'm Rasmussen here, I'm just looking for a Pula twin.
Snap. We have false start.
Go to the end zone.
21 on the offense. 5 yards from the previous spot.
16
Still
seconds
3rd down.
left.
Why not? Why not?
Take 2 shots in the end zone.
See if you can out-athlete him. I'd go away from Drake Peterson and see if you can out-athlete him.
Rasmussen in the pocket. Plenty of time. Takes a shot in the end zone. Great defense.
Again, I said go away.
Drake Peterson again.
Go away from Drake Peterson.
He went right at him, and he made a great play. Drake Peterson has been a bright spot for Springville all night long, on both sides.
Great defensive play right there. Great timing.
That's against Ken and Pula.
Yes, it is.
He won the battle.
Jack Pickering has played great on defense as well. I mean, he's had penalties that's been extremely disruptive, but he's played pretty good.
From 35 yards.
That's nice.
The kick is good.
Nice. But Drake Peterson.
Lucas Thornock, the junior kicker, gives Timpview a 31-0 lead with 6 seconds left in the half.
there's just certain things you do, you don't do. All right, you understand what's working for you. You understand what's working against you. Kennon's not able to make things happen against Drake Peterson. You're forcing it in there. You got other options. Move Kennon around. You keep him solo on that side right there. But Drake Peterson's been making a lot of plays. Don't go at Drake Peterson. They go at Drake Peterson, they're not able to score. But again, that penalty on the return, fumble for a touchdown, seemed to be costly. Taking points off the board for this football team. Instead of 35-0, it's 31-0.
That'll burn out the rest of the first half clock. We're halfway through this Region 7 opener. And Timpview dominated 31-0. Both teams head to the locker room. Springville will try to regroup. Timpview will be in search of that running clock and try to end their night early with a big win. We'll take a break here. Second half action. We'll pick up when we come back here on Game Night Live.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
All right, perfect records, rivalry upsets, flexing and region play. How do you sum all that up in about 90 seconds, JJ?
Yeah, with this right here, it's the Game Night Live highlight reel.
I don't know about you, but I'm ready for that good taste. I'm ready for that good taste. Come on, let's go! Come on, let's go!
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your application. Visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Here's KSL Sports Rewind's top plays and performances from last week. Number 5, Skyridge hosting Cherry Creek. Sweet Wine with the throw, and how about Josh Hansen? Upended and still hauls in the reception. Impressive hands by Hansen as Skyridge routes Cherry Creek.
Sweet Wine, the protection, throws downfield. That pass is caught! And a flag comes down as well.
Big haul in there by Josh Hansen. 5'11", jumped up, got the springs out from him. Hide up there.
Number 4, Lone Peak took on nationally ranked Corner Canyon, and Jay-Sean Mayberry was not intimidated. Goes up and gets this one between a pair of defenders. Jay-Sean Mayberry with a beautiful sideline grab as the Knights upset the Chargers.
Niamatolu throws near side, double coverage, it's caught.
Wow!
Deshaun Mayberry, it's going to be short of the line again, but a big play for the Knights.
Meanwhile, Richfield at Payson and Malik Fountain. Go gadget stretch, able to haul in the touchdown reception on the halfback pass as Richfield defeats Payson 33-7 and improves to 3-0.
Snap to Wayman. He pitches right side rights to pass on a halfback pass to the end zone. He's got a man there, and it's hauled in. Malik Fountain into the end zone for 6, and the Richfield Wildcats strike first.
Number 3, we've got some defense for you. Lehigh taking on Bingham. Mason Driffle with the hit to jar it loose into the hands of Suka Finau. Finau with the interception for the Miners. This Miner D forced a couple of turnovers on Friday night. It wouldn't be enough as Lehigh got the win, but this Finau pick and return was maybe the best of them.
So Lehigh's going to start this drive on the Bingham 42-yard line. New over the middle. Boom, caught. Oh, bounce around, intercepted. What a play. Still going. All the way into Lehigh territory. Big tackle by Rock Olson, but not before a big return.
West Jordan trailed early, but their defense found their game as Keaton Lewis here with the diving interception to help spark the Jag comeback as West Jordan defeated out to 31-21 for only the 3rd time in program history.
And Brown there takes a hit. Ball pops up. Amazing diving effort from the Jaguars. Incredible effort by the Jags. And that's number 9, Keaton Lewis on the interception.
Brighton hosted Riverton on Friday. Little screen here ends up going off the lineman's back, and Coleman Garn, who shed the lineman's block, able to pick it off and take it 22 yards to the end zone for the Riverton touchdown. Crazy play at Harriman. This ball tipped to the line of scrimmage into the hands of the intended target and then jarred loose into the hands of Cole Holcomb, who takes this 30 yards for the Syracuse pick 6 as the Titans defeat the Mustangs 24-17. Number 2, the battle for Festival City. And the great Bill Shakespeare wrote, "We know what we are, but know not what we may be." Well, Dax Wankier may be a really athletic linebacker. What an interception for the Reds as he tips this one-handed to himself for the pick. You want one more? I got one more. Trace Overson. This one, it is over, son. A one-handed tip to himself for the touchdown. His 2nd touchdown reception of the night as Cedar lost to Canyon last year, gets revenge in 2024. 33-7. Overson with 2 touchdowns in this one. If you've got a top player performance you'd like to nominate, send them to us via your favorite social media platform at KSL Sports Rewind.
Your car carries you and those you love through the days and years. It deserves the best care you can give it. At Burt Brothers, we can help with that. We've been doing it better than anyone else since 1991, and we'll keep doing it to get you through all the important moments on life's roads. Because cars are more than how we get from here to there. They're how we get from there to here. Find your nearest store and discover special offers at burtbrothers.com.
Back, we wrap up the show with our favorite segment of the week.
Yeah, this is the top 5 plays from the high school football weekend. It's the Game Night 5. Number 5, East quarterback Damian Crosby. Watch him avoid the pressure, keeping the play alive, and then throwing back across his body to a wide-open Tijate in the end zone for 6. I love how his teammate was celebrating before the ball was even caught.
He knew it. What a play by Damian Crosby. All right, Brighton and Highland at number 4. The pass is going to be tipped, but Brighton receiver Easton Gustafson, right place, right time. The sophomore takes it in for a 38-yard touchdown.
Eyes on the prize. It pays off. All right, down to number 3, Northridge. They're now 4-0 to start the season off. They gave us play number 3 with Trey Nye avoiding the pressure in the sack, getting it off to Chase Harris. And then, I mean, you just got to lower that shoulder. Give that boom to get into the end zone. Watch it again. There's no fear. Get out of the way.
Trey Nye, the science guy, giving us a demonstration on how physics work. Thank you for that. Number 2, Maple Mountain taking on Pleasant Grove. According to the roster we have, this is Brooks Ross. If this is not Brooks, and it's somebody else, please notify us immediately, because this was awesome.
Yes.
Someone got mossed at Maple Mountain High School.
What a grab.
There's a better one? Ooh.
Yeah, we have a number 1 play, and it's coming to you from Viewmont High School. Dres Jensen elevating, coming down with the ball. Only one hand needed. Look, Ma, one hand. I mean, we see this a lot in football these days, but it still is spectacular just about every single time we look at that.
You see it much at the high school level.
You've been told that running is punishment. Let's help you make it your superpower. At Salt Lake Running Company, we're here to help you become a better athlete. From the gym to the track, SLRC offers all student athletes a 10% discount, free rewards, free custom shoe fits, and inserts that fit into athletic shoes and cleats. For 30 years, SLRC's award-winning customer service has helped student athletes find the perfect fit that keeps them training and competing. Shop in-store or online at slrc.com today.
Your car carries you and those you love through the days and years. It deserves the best care you can give it. At Burt Brothers, we can help with that. We've been doing it better than anyone else since 1991, and we'll keep doing it to get you through all the important moments on life's roads. Because cars are more than how we get from here to there, they're how we get from there to here. Find your nearest store and discover special offers at burtbrothers.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the
Commercial Direct Racial Truck Accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet. Commercial Direct Racial Truck Accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
All right, perfect records, rivalry upsets, flexing and region play. How do you sum all that up in about 90 seconds, JJ?
Yeah, with this right here, it's the Game Night Live highlight reel.
I don't know about you, but I'm ready for that good taste. I'm ready for that good taste. Come on, let's go! Come on, let's go!
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access.
Here's KSL Sports Rewind's top plays and performances from last week. Number 5, Skyridge hosting Cherry Creek. Sweet Wine with the throw, and how about Josh Hansen? Upended and still hauls in the reception. Impressive hands by Hansen as Skyridge routes Cherry Creek.
Sweet Wine, the protection, throws downfield. That pass is caught, and a flag comes down as well.
Welcome back to Timpview High School. We're a minute away from getting things started here. Before we get to the second half, let's give away some money. Let's head to the north end zone right here. We've got a big giant check to hand out thanks to UCCU. This week's UCCU scholarship recipient is Baitiare Aravena. Baitiare was born in Chile. She has been here at Timpview for almost 2 years. She has a 3.889 GPA and works hard in all of her classes. She's working hard and intends to graduate a year early so she can attend Utah Valley University and get started in her college career. Her free time, she likes to play soccer, watch movies, shopping, and working out at the gym. She has one younger brother and is fluent in Spanish. We are excited to have Baitiare here at Timpview High School, they say, and she is an awesome, awesome student. Baitiare, congratulations. Use that $500 well. And thanks to UCCU. Love where you bank.
Well, she loves school. Did you ever say Sly was going to graduate early?
Because school is cool.
School is cool.
Congratulations to her. Great school here at Timpview. Great host. We're glad to be here. All right, second half, Sly. The first half, obviously, not pretty for Springville. Look, we know the reality is 31-0. Timpview is the defending 5A state champs. Springville has a big hill to climb here, but whether it's this week or next week, what do they have to do to change their fortune?
They got to stop shooting themselves in the foot.
That'll help.
You know, they are doing a lot of things on offense. They're really telling, right? You know, Easton Levitt has an arm, but he's been really inaccurate, throwing the ball high, short, just really off the mark. And then when Valetti comes in the game, the defense knows what you're doing. It's very easy for a defense to find that out. But they can move the ball. Drake Peterson is an absolute monster offensively and defensively. They got to find ways to get him the ball on the offensive side of the ball. Defensively, they're great. They're doing an amazing job. I really have no constructive criticism for them. Special teams has been a pain for them as well. You know, offensively, they've given up, potentially 6 points if it wasn't for that a penalty by Timpview, but they've given up interception for a touchdown, so their offense needs to work, and I think that's where Springville needs to start, get things under control. There's been some culture things that have gone on with unsportsmanlike penalties. They got to focus on football. I know this is a close rivalry type game, but you're getting beat down 31-0, and it's all because of the things that you've done to yourself.
Timpview's got it rolling, offense, defense, and special teams. Impressive first half, 31-0. Outside of a couple of dumb penalties, one that cost them a touchdown. They had to settle for a field goal instead. They have done whatever they wanted to here tonight. Big run into the secondary. What a start to the half for Timpview. There is a flag down, though. Nice run by Soakai Aston.
Great job. Comes back downhill.
10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Still first down.
Well, that stinks. That's a great run on first down. I don't like outside runs to the boundary, but what happened there is they cut it up. They were looking for a seam inside, and they stopped going outside and went straight up, and that's where all the yardage came from. It's almost like a dead toss aspect. But, again, another penalty. They got a penalty on that, and that's going to set them back to first down and 20 from their own 12-yard line, 13-yard line.
First and 20 for Timpview. Chance for Springville here to get a stop and get momentum. Pass outside, nice effort on the catch, and he's still going. Bounces out of bounds, gets a few yards. Zedekiah Onahu, Ambrosio with another catch.
Jack Pickering with the breakdown. This is great coverage. They're doing a great job with man coverage, staying on top of these receivers. I like the game plan. Great athletic breakdown right there. Stick with it, come back in and make it. They're doing a great job on defense. They just need to get a stop. Give their offense an ability to, or a chance to make some things happen. Changing the play here at the line of scrimmage. Timpview.
Catch is made.
Look at that defense.
Wrapped up quickly.
Look at that defense. That is great. There's some talented people on the Timpview.
They're having
offense.
a good night tonight. The defense has not been the issue for Springville.
Not at all. I am very impressed with how their defense is able to come to balance, make the plays, whether they're in zone or man coverage. This is a zone play right here. Again, you got Jake Pickering, another great defensive play right there. Other than those penalties that he made in the first half, he has had an outstanding game on defense. I guess 3rd and long. So they got man coverage again here. Can we false start?
Penalty flag down on the play.
Snap infraction, 56 of the offense. 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
Must have been a little twitch by the center. That happens actually quite often. It's just how often does it get called? But the center's playing with the football too much, and the side judge saw it. Knocks him back now, 3rd down and 13.
Coming up on 10 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Rasmussen takes a snap. He's going to throw it. Takes a look deep. Over the top. Can't get it. Incomplete, and a flag comes in late. He grabbed the jersey.
That's what sucks is he didn't have to do that, but he felt behind, and so he grabbed with the offhand and put his hand forward. That is a penalty. He didn't have to do that. That ball was overthrown. But Pickering, who's made those great plays, makes a bad play there.
Interference on the defense, number 6. 15 yards from the previous spot. Result will be a 1st down.
Springville. It'll be a 15-yard penalty, and that'll be another Timpview.
Timpview doesn't need any help, and Springville continues to give them help.
Yeah, again, you're shooting yourselves in the foot. Although that defensive play right there, I understand why that happened. Judging the ball, knowing that that was going to be overthrown is hard to do from that position.
Over the middle, caught. Nice gain. Abraham Ogata, the senior wide receiver.
She's got big bodies in the slot right there. That's just a big target in the slot, very easy to hit, and great yak yards. Yards after the catch, run after the catch. Just does an amazing job right there getting upfield and getting as much yards as he wants to.
Rasmussen pulls and pays a price.
That's the same play that they scored on in the first half with a quarterback keep. But this time the defense does a great job of coming off of the edge, squaring up, and giving Rasmussen nothing. Barely getting back to the line of scrimmage right there, 2nd down and 10. Again, great job by this defense.
2nd and 10 from midfield. Catch is made, tackle is made. Kenan Pula, the receiver.
Out to the 44-yard line. Tackle on the plate, number 7, Drake Peterson.
Yeah, Drake Peterson's been all over the place tonight. Doing a great job at that left corner position, which is often your number 1 corner position for right-handed quarterbacks. Great job by him. They are going truck formation to the boundary, 4 strong to the boundary there. Let's see what play they run. Motion.
Send a man in motion. Rasmussen's going to throw. Catch is made at the 40. Still inbounds. Still fighting. Got a flag on the field, though, back at the 46.
Pass complete number 12, Dennis Tuaone down to the 20-yard line. However, there is a penalty flag down on the play.
Offensive pass interference here. We're going to call a pick route there on the offense, bring them back 10 yards.
Legal shift.
Oh.
2 men moving at the same time. On the offense, 5-yard penalty. Repeat 3rd down.
Costly penalty by Timpview.
Yeah, it is. That sets him back. Makes it 3rd and 15. I thought it was a pick route right there because that guy came wide open, which is often happening, you know, with that back out of the backfield to the flat right there. Distracting motion with the whip motion over the top. You slip that running back out there, but you have a slant route that slits down right in front of that linebacker that's supposed to cover that guy. But they called the legal shift, so 3rd down and 9.
The gain by Tuaone wiped out. 3rd and long. Rasmussen connects. Close to the 1st down. Fighting for 1st down yardage. Right at the sticks. I think he's got it past the 40. Nice effort by Zedekiah Anahu Ambrosio.
Again, this is still great pursuit here by this defense afterwards, but Ambrosio does a great job of extending the play over the middle. You got a lot of room to work with. You got a whole field to work with, but he does get upfield and get that 1st down.
Man in motion, give, keep. Rasmussen. Chewing up clock and chewing up yards. Timpview well on their way to a victory. It would be their 2nd of the season. Coming up on 7 minutes left to play in the quarter. The 3rd quarter. Three men in motion. They switch sides. Rasmussen with a pitch outside. A few more yards there.
Pitch out to the right side, number 22, Shavon Gregory.
Down to the 32.
Do that to the boundary.
Brought down to the 32-yard line. It'll be 3rd.
Why?
You have a lot of pet peeves.
I
And
hate
a lot
it.
of things grind your gears, but nothing grinds your gears more than a toss to the boundary.
An outside run to the boundary. I like that play. I like the shift into that play. I like the quick set. But you give yourself no room over there.
And that's what happened. He ran out of room, and he only got 3 yards. 3rd down and 3.
You got a dynamic guy. Again, they shift over.
Maybe they're setting up something here.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Oh, and they got a motion. False start.
On the tackle, 55.
False start, 55 on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
False start, call on Timpview. It'll be a 5-yard penalty.
This has been a long drive.
3rd and 8.
It has. We're coming up on 6 minutes. And they're only at the 42. So Timpview doing a good job chewing up this clock. We don't have a running clock yet. We're 4 points away. But might as well be one here with the way they're running this drive.
Right.
See what they can do on 3rd and 8 now. 5-yard penalty. Rasmussen, the heat comes, throws it, caught.
Look at that defense.
Great job by Pickering to get him out of bounds, short of the sticks.
Ambrosio is dangerous. You got to stay on top of him. Pickering is doing a great job all night at tracking him across the field. That's a great job bringing up 4th down and short. I absolutely love the defense. You're not going to be able to stop them most of the time, but what you want to do is make sure you limit the yards after the catch. Their last 1st down was because of the yak yards. And there, Pickering is right on top of him, forcing a 4th down here. And Timpview's going for it. For me, I'm risky. I bring a B-gap pressure, make sure nothing happens.
Rasmussen's going to throw on this down. Catch is made. He's got open space. Tuaone down inside the 10.
It's the linebacker's fault.
It's a great way to execute a 4th down play. 4th and short. And they come up with a big gain. Almost 20 yards here.
Yeah, that's the linebacker with the back out of the backfield. They've seen success on this drive with that a couple times. I thought it was a pick route when they had the illegal shift earlier in the drive, but they do this again. They duck the running back out into the flex because the linebackers are not doing a great job of tracking this. You know, they've had a couple false start penalties on this drive where they were trying to execute that same thing. But they're just not
connects.
Tracking the running back out of the backfield.
Fighting for the end zone, cannot get there. They stop him short. He's 2nd down.
Oh, big body time. Jumbo time here. Yeah, they're just not tracking the running back out of the backfield well at all. These running backs are running free. They're doing a great job in the DB room, covering Pulu and Ambrosio, but they've had success with the running back out of the backfield multiple times. And this has been a sustained drive. This has been a 7-minute drive, going on a 7.5-minute drive, 80-something yards.
Rasmussen is going to throw, open, caught. Touchdown, Timpview. They go with the big man, Daniel Beckstead, a Heisman, to put Timpview up 37-0. Nice play call. How's that for going jumbo?
They just wanted to give Rasmussen a passing touchdown. It was great. I mean, they brought the big bodies in. When you bring personnel in, certain people that are in the game, you're expecting something. There's probability with every football play, and defensively, when you see jumbo package, the probability of it being run is high. So you sell out. You sell out for the run, and they throw a zinger in there. Play action bootleg. Duck out your big D tackle. He catches that thing too.
D tackle eligible.
He's got an eligible number.
He's got good hands.
Yeah, he does.
Give it up for Daniel Beckstead, the senior defensive lineman, with a moment he'll never forget.
Absolutely not.
A touchdown reception. And Timpview having themselves a night here at home. .438 left, third quarter. We should see the running clock after this kickoff. Return out to the 25. That's where Springville will start this drive. And for Springville, this is about just trying to figure out some things.
Yeah.
Moving forward.
They've been shooting themselves in the foot with bad offense and then penalties.
Yep.
And now they're back on offense, but there's a running clock. You got to do something here. You found some traction there. Reed Dede is a dynamic, big body mismatch on the outside. Drake Peterson, absolute stud. You're tough. You want to get the football in any capacity. But throwing the ball, we're throwing the ball high. Valetti gets in there, you know it's Wildcat.
Nice effort.
Great effort by Max Harris there.
Yeah, Max Harris looked dead to rights in the backfield. He keeps those legs churning, and he earns himself about 6 or 7 yards. Breaking tackles.
Looking like Mike Allstott.
He's got an Allstott look, doesn't he?
Yeah. I thought he had a neck roll, but maybe he doesn't.
Yeah. I say bring back the neck rolls. We don't see enough neck rolls anymore. Let's make neck rolls cool again. There he goes again. Uh-oh. Ooh, he almost broke that past the 40-yard line. Great run by Harris. So Springville's got the run game going here a little bit and some momentum.
This is a great play calls right here. This is downhill running right here, right off the tackles, or right inside the tackle. This is an inside running game. You pull one guy. This is a power roll offense here. You pull one guy around and you just lead up into that B gap right there, and you just clear people out. And this is a great job by Harris at seeing which hole to hit, hitting it decisively and getting through there and getting as much yards as you can.
Another handoff to Harris. Ride your hot hand. He meets a few Timpview linebackers on that run. Doesn't get a lot, but it's a gain of about 3 or 4 on first down. He's starting to get a rhythm here. We'll give him 2 yards. He was their leading rusher and leading yard gainer on offense so far this season. They finally get him going here in the second half on this drive. The pitch outside. Harris again. This time he's wrapped up pretty quickly. Great pursuit by the Timpview defense.
Tackle made in the backfield by number 0, Isa Naliani.
I'd run that pitch play with Drake Peterson. I like Max Harris, the way he's hitting up those inside runs. But on that outside right there, that just did not look clean. When you get fast, aggressive defenses, it is so hard to do outside run plays. You have to know that. Fast-flowing defenses, doing outside run plays, you got to get really tricky to where you're doing what we used to see from Stansbury, where they would motion the running back out and do a pitch that way.
They're going to throw it. He's in trouble. He's going down.
Yeah.
The Timpview defense does it again. A sack. Sam Hepworth will get credit for the sack, number 90. He had a lot of help.
Great job by that defense. Pulling the quarterback up, great angles, hands in the passing lane, coverage sack, made the quarterback pull it down initially.
Got to give Pua Manga some credit on that as well. Great job by the Timpview defense. They have been dominant tonight.
I don't know why are they punting to this guy.
Pula backs off. No return. Springville's fortunate. We're down to 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Clock stops and change of possession. Rasmussen, plenty of time over the middle. Catch is made up to the 35-yard line. Zed Anahu Ambrosio with another catch. He's having a good night.
Yeah, he is. I mean, when you got athleticism the way he has athleticism, you find the many different ways to get him the football.
Rasmussen rolling to his right. Just going to throw it away.
That's
the wise
intentional
choice.
grounding, is it not? I don't think
he got out of the box and threw it past the line of scrimmage. I think it's legal.
I mean, it skipped past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it was close.
That's into the third quarter. The score, Timpview 38.
Well, on that note, we end the third quarter. 38-0. Timpview extends their lead. We'll have fourth quarter action right after this.
From Commercial to Recreational Truck Accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
At UC
We begin the fourth quarter. 38-0 Timpview. Clock continues to run. We're on a running clock with a 35-point-plus lead. Unless Springville scores, we're going to end here early. Run outside by number 22. That's Chivas Gregory.
It's a good job at feathering. And feathering is making the quarterback hold the ball just a little bit longer, allowing more of the pursuit. But there is a good job at being able to play both. But Timpview's just going to be content with running this out here. Have that clock keep rolling.
Will bring up 1st and 10 for Timpview at the 44-yard line.
First and 10 from the 44. Trips to his left. Rasmussen is going to pull and carry. Runs into some linebackers and a little dangerous run there. He gets out to the 48-yard line. Gain of about 4.
He'll gain 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6 for Timpview's offense.
Good. This is a region blow, but still get good positioning for the playoffs.
Rasmussen connects with Pula. Still up and running down to the 35.
Potentially see this in the playoffs. This matchup again.
Out past the 40-yard line. That'll be enough for another keeper.
Yeah, Pula is dangerous. Great throw here. On the money. Escapes the initial pressure. Keeps that clock rolling.
You look at Region 7 and it's interesting. Timpview handles Springville tonight. Nice run by Rasmussen. Down inside the 30, down to the 27.
Quarterback keeper on the right side for number 2, Carson Rasmussen.
Every team in the region except Wasatch came into this weekend with a winning record besides Timpview. A team that probably poses the biggest threat to Timpview is the Orem Tigers. We saw them last week. They're 5-0. Maple Mountain's also interesting at 4-1. But it feels like we're on a crash course to a Timpview-Orem region championship game in the final week of the season.
And that Orem team, wow, I can't wait for
That'll
that.
be fun. Rasmussen over the top. Catch is made into the end zone. Touchdown, Timpview. Dennis Tuaone, the freshman.
That again is that switch route. That slot guy is able to have flexibility to go wide, go inside. That is so hard to defend. Great play design, great throw, right? Like, as much as the catch was, that was an amazing throw on the money, front left shirt pocket. Made it easy on the receiver. Great pitch and catch right there. As the clock continues to roll.
Unsportsmanlike conduct is called on Timpview.
That'll be after the touchdown.
$44-0. They can add another point here with the extra point. We'll eventually get there. We promise. Clock is melting, 7:45 and counting. Kick is good. 45-0. Timpview with the lead. Let's take another look at the 27-yard touchdown pass from Rasmussen to Tuone.
Look at this throw on the money. Great spiral. Front left shirt pocket.
His best throw all night. That was pretty.
That was gorgeous. Sets up in the pocket. Drops it right there.
You can't defend that.
It's hard. As I said, like, that receiver was in the slot. He can have that same angle going on a post route or a flag route. He does the flag route. That is so hard to defend. Have to know where your help is. But they haven't done much with their post safety in this football game. They've been doing a great job. Pickering specifically has been doing a great job defending the slot. But they go deep there. Great route concept there by Timpview. Great execution by Rasmussen at throwing that football. 45-0. Now the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty will be taking place here on this kickoff, making it shorter. So Springville will have a chance for a great return and start with great field position on this drive.
Timpview will kick off from the 25-yard line. Lucas Thornock will do the duties. He's had a great night tonight. Has a field goal and a lot of extra points. He's just going to squib it down the middle. Fielded at the 35. And the tackle's quickly made at the 43-yard line. Specifically the 44. Ryan Bell with the return. Well, this matchup didn't have the sizzle we'd hoped. Tough one for Springville tonight. They're going to have to regroup. You see a team here, Sly, they have the pieces to be an interesting team in the 5A playoffs. Just execution, just something they need to really work on.
Which is, and the promise is that's something that can be fixed. A direct snap there.
Ryan Bell on the carry. Sorry, that's Zachary Olsen, number 26.
I think that things can be fixed offensively. They were doing a lot of deep out plays. For me, I understand my quarterback can't complete that consistently, right? So I stopped running those plays. This Wildcat has seemed, you block that really well. Max Harris showed some promise late in this game.
Yeah, Harris is a bowling ball. He can get it done at that position. Really nice game by Harris.
But you got to be consistent with him. You can't expect to give him the ball 2 times.
We didn't see him much in the first half.
We did not. Yeah. He came into this game with a really balanced attack as far as production on the stat sheet. And this is a balanced football game, but like throwing the football, they are not doing well with throwing the football on the outside. So tighten it up, do some different design pass plays. Look at this.
There you go. Harris breaks free into the secondary inside the 20-yard line.
Great vision. The vision on that was just epic. Love this. Cut this all the way back. Way to see the hole. Way to be elusive. Great vision there by Max Harris right there. And they'll continue on with this Wildcat. They've seen great progress down the field. I don't know if the attention to detail by Timpview is lacking or the execution on offense has been well, but this offensive line, give credit to them. They've been blocking this up really well, and credit to Max Harris as well for seeing those holes. Great penetration right there, get a TFL. Ta'ani Makasini shoots the gap right there, essentially on the blitz. That's how you know what the offense is doing. You know that they're about to run the ball, run Wildcat. You tighten up. You get a bit more risky. You can take these chances. That's what Makasini did right there. He just blitzed that gap right there and got Harris right in the backfield.
2nd down and 13 for Springville.
Watch these linebackers creep up here.
Harris, he fumbles it. He's in trouble. He's going to go down all the way back to the 32-yard line. Ison Naliai again with a big play. He's had a great game tonight.
Yeah. This is going to be, 3rd and 20? I'd put Reed Dede in and just take a shot at the end zone.
Yeah, they're going to bring
there goes Reed
the
Dede
passing
right
offense in again. It's been a rough night through the air for Springville. Not much there. Have no choice here on 3rd and 24.
Timeout, Timpview.
Timpview's going to take a timeout. We're clock stops with 3:13 left to play. We'll keep it here. We're almost done here. A lot of great plays by Timpview tonight. Kenan Pula had the punt return for a touchdown. Of course, you had Wilkerson, Braxton Wilkerson, who 2 interceptions. One for a touchdown. And of course, Carson Rasmussen has been great tonight.
This whole team, honestly, Kenan Pula with the punt return for a touchdown. Wilkerson with the 2 interceptions, 1 for pick 6. Naliai with the
all plays on offense and defense.
Yeah. The fumble return, which should have been a touchdown, but penalty brought it back. He played a complete game.
Catches made. Dede fighting through defenders, bouncing off of Timpview players near the 10-yard line.
Makes it short. 4th down and 2 or 3.
So now they got a shot.
I'm telling you, man, I got to be an offensive coordinator. I said put the passing crew in and give it to Reed Dede. Great job right there.
Great call, Coach Sylvester.
You know.
Good job.
Been around the game a little bit there.
You've seen things.
Yes, that was great play design here, but this is 4th down. So 4th down and 4. Do you want to run the ball? I think the defense is looking for you to run the football.
Harris fighting, trying to get the sticks.
Does not get it.
He comes up short.
Yeah, the defense was looking for you to do that because the defense knows that's the only success you've had. You only need 4 yards. Of course you're going to run the football. But they mishandled the snap right there. Another penalty. Oh, my gosh. Either the refs are tight or these guys just don't get it. It looks like an unsportsmanlike against Timpview. It's going to be half the distance to the goal. The clock will run out, but that'll be the game. Timpview will pitch a shutout. Against this team. He's going over to talk to Coach Atuaya. Yeah, unsportsmanlike penalty against Timpview. It's said this has been a quite sloppy game, you know, by Timpview as far as that's concerned.
That's something that Timpview needs to work on. They've had several of those. It's like, and I'm sure Coach Atuaya is just very frustrated with that. He's trying to clean that up, but This continues to be a problem for Timpview.
Well, the problem is I see this potentially being an issue for them winning the state championship.
With ejection.
Oh, boy.
Which player was it? Ooh.
Number 3.
Number 3. Oh, Kenan Pula was just ejected from the game.
Did they say what type of unsportsmanlike conduct?
I didn't hear him. We had done the mic up for that, but he did announce ejection, and it's number 3. Things have been building out there all night.
I mean, you got 2 minutes left to go in the game. Come on.
New quarterback in for Timpview, although he's not new to the game. Suakai Aston now moves over to quarterback. Plays running back on offense, but he's also the backup quarterback. Senior gets the carry here.
Easy run game. 2 plays, this game is over.
So coming up on 90 seconds left. Everybody gets to go home. Carry by number 35, David Fanua, the sophomore running back, showing some wheels, showing some speed. Young guy getting some minutes here at the end. Something to look forward to in the future for this Thunderbird program. One minute left.
Yes, quarterback keepers, exactly what you got to do is keep the clock moving, progressing forward. One more play, and that'll do it. Pitch to shutout here, Timpview against a region rival in Springville. It's not easy to do. You can tell how dynamic and how talented this football team is. That's a loss of 5 yards. Well, that's the game.
That's a wrap, Sly. We're excited to see both of these teams and thought the result wouldn't be this big, but Timpview was really impressive. A 45-0 victory here at home to open Region 7 play. They are the team to beat. But Orem is a team that may have a say of that by the end of the season. Maple Mountain as well. So that's your final, 45-0. Timpview over Springville. Slide your chance to see Timpview in person. Pretty impressive.
Oh, wow. Well, I mean, if you look at them, they come into this game, 1-3, 1-2 on the season. And you look at the teams they lost to, and you're like, okay, Lone Peak just beat Corner Canyon. They also played a top 20 team in the country and away from their stadium. And now they come in here, the region play, and they handle business. So you understand this is a real football team. They got some things to clean up, but they are dynamic offensively, defensively, special teams. They are sound. They were able to score on all 3 phases today. That is something absolutely awesome. It's what every coach wants. They didn't end the game the way you wanted to. Kenan Pula getting ejected from this game. It's just not what you're wanting. You're wanting your leaders on the team to make better decisions and lead by example. And but as I said, these guys are treading forward, and it's that showdown against Orem and Timpview at the end of the season. I can't wait for that. That is going to be exciting football, and it's going to be awesome. But Springville is a darn good football team as well. They got some things to clean up, a little consistency and understanding who they are, what they have to work with. But they might be a threat here come playoff time. There's a lot of growing up they could do in these next few weeks. But Timpview is a handful already at the beginning of the season, and looking forward to it.
So the players will sing the fight song there. We're hoping and efforting a post-game interview with Carson Rasmussen. He wanted to go celebrate with his teammates first before he comes over. We'll give him that time, and we'll be ready for Carson when he's ready. In the meantime, we can look around high school football tonight, check in on some of the other games around the state.
Good matchups tonight.
As always, yes, there was. And we'll stick with 5A. Morgan beat Kearns 63-0. Morgan, the Trojans, the clear favorite in 3A, continue to roll and dominate. West Jordan, we saw them last week. They bounced back this week. They're leading Layton on the road. 17-10 in the fourth quarter. Fremont up big on Cypress, 48-6. Copper Hills has a small lead against Hunter, 14-8. Weber leads Granger. Last score, we got 21-7 at the half. It looks like we've got Carson down on the end zone there. Let's go down to the end zone. Carson Rasmussen, Timpview quarterback. Carson, congratulations on a really impressive win, 45-0 over a region rival. You got a lot of help tonight, though, from your special teams, from your defense. That was a pretty good all-around performance by you guys.
Yeah, our defense stepped up today. I mean, the first drive, they took that back for 6, and then a punt return and stuff like that. They got us the ball, I think 5 times. They had 5 turnovers or something, so it was nice.
What is the mentality of this offense? You're in command of this offense. You do a great job running the football, delivering the football to all your weapons. What is the mentality you guys have coming into each and every game?
I mean, it's just win our one-on-one matchups. I mean, we got the talent, but if we don't win our one-on-one matchups, then we can't really move the ball. And I mean, you've seen that from some games, but this game, everyone was winning their one-on-one matchups. It started up on the front line. Our O-line was doing amazing today.
Yeah, let's talk about your offensive line, Carson. That group's really impressive. That's really where it really starts for you guys, and you got pretty big guys up front there that lead the way.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Aluma's the guy's in control, and he does a great job checking calls, checking pass protection, which helps because, I mean, sometimes when you get a free runner, it's a little harder to deliver balls, but he did a great job today picking up those.
What do you love about this football team?
I love the heart. I mean, everyone works hard. I mean, started in summer weights, spring, all that. Everyone just grinds and works hard. I mean, even in a practice, we have to have a chip on our shoulders towards each other because we need a fluid practice. And, I mean, Tawny gets us going on the defensive side, so it's nice to have guys like Tawny, Isa, Matthias, like those guys.
Who drew up that touchdown pass to Daniel Beckstead? That was a pretty well drawn up play.
Oh, yeah. He's been wanting a pass. We ran it last week, but it just wasn't there. But this week we had it. And then he actually was supposed to go the other way, but I found him.
He's got pretty good hands for a big guy.
Oh, yeah. He loves to share that himself.
Well, Daniel Beckstead, add him to the list of great weapons you have. The defense, special teams, big night for you guys. Carson, congratulations on a big win at home. Thanks for taking your time to join us and
you guys so
enjoy
much.
The celebration.
Thank you.
All right, Carson Rasmussen, our post-game player of the game. Pretty impressive, Sly. We talked about Timpview, and obviously this is the defending 5A state champs, but there's been a lot of changes with this team. It's not the same team that we saw last year. Hoist the trophy at Rice-Eccles Stadium. We see Carson there replacing Helaman Kasuga, a lot of other weapons, but there's a lot to like about this team, and it's hard to see. But there's a lot of good teams in the state. We'll see some of them. We'll see Roy in a couple weeks, but it's going to be tough to beat Timpview again this year.
Yeah, the personnel's different, but the attitude's the same.
Right.
These guys are dynamic. They make a lot of plays. They can spread the ball out to multiple people. We didn't even get to see one of the Pula brothers tonight, but they have talent all across the board. Running the football, passing the football. As a defense, they're hard to game plan for. Defensively, they play strong, fast, physical, make plays. You can tell they make plays on all 3 phases, special teams, defense, offense, and so you don't know where the points are coming from week to week, but you just know that Timpview will put them up.
That's a wrap from Timpview High School here in Provo, 45-0. The Thunderbirds roll. Next week, we head up north, way north, up to Weber. The Warriors will host the Davis Darts in the game of the year in Region 1. You'll see it right here on Game Night Live on the KSL Plus app, KSL Sports app, and KSLSports.com. For Stevenson Sylvester and our entire Game Night Live crew, thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you next week up at Weber. So long, everybody.